The human story is often one of ambition, conflict, and the relentless pursuit of power. Few individuals embody these traits as starkly as Adolf Hitler, the dictator who plunged the world into darkness during the Second World War. His regime's atrocities are well documented, a chilling testament to the destructive capacity of humankind. Yet, even in the face of overwhelming evidence, a shroud of mystery continues to surround Hitler's final days. Did Hitler really die in Berlin in 1945? Or did he escape to a place far from the eyes of the world? There are theories that he sought refuge in Antarctica, and others claim he lived in South America. Today we will uncover the truth behind one of the most mysterious stories in history. We will delve into the official accounts, examine the evidence, and explore the alternative narratives that have captivated imaginations for decades. Join me as we journey into the heart of this historical enigma. The official narrative, the one embraced by most historians, paints a picture of a desperate man trapped in the ruins of a crumbling regime. With Allied forces closing in on his Berlin bunker, Hitler retreated further into the depths of his subterranean sanctuary, his dreams of a 1,000-year Reich crumbling around him. On April 30th, 1945, as Soviet troops battled their way towards the heart of the city, Hitler committed suicide. He and his newly wedded wife, Eva Braun, chose to end their lives rather than face capture and the inevitable consequences of their actions. According to eyewitness accounts from members of Hitler's inner circle, the Führer took his own life with a cyanide capsule, while simultaneously shooting himself in the head. The details of their deaths, meticulously recorded by the Soviets who were the first to reach the bunker, paint a grim picture. The bodies of Hitler and Braun were discovered in the bunker's garden, partially burned. They had been doused with gasoline and set alight in a final act of defiance. The Soviets, keen to prevent any possibility of a Nazi resurgence, took possession of the remains. Dental records were used to confirm Hitler's identity, and fragments of his jawbone were preserved as evidence of his demise. These fragments, along with other artifacts recovered from the bunker, became key pieces in the historical puzzle that continues to fascinate and intrigue us today. The official accounts, supported by eyewitness testimony and physical evidence, seem to confirm the end of Hitler's reign of terror. However, the circumstances surrounding his death, the chaotic nature of the fall of Berlin, and the Soviets' initial secrecy regarding their findings fueled speculation and gave rise to alternative narratives. The official story, though seemingly conclusive, contained inconsistencies that fueled doubt. The Soviets' hesitation to release their findings about Hitler's death raised eyebrows. Why the secrecy? Some wondered. If the evidence was clear, the lack of photographic evidence of Hitler's body fueled suspicion. While images of the bunker were available, no definitive photograph of Hitler's corpse was released. The Soviets claimed to have photographed the body, but these images were never authenticated. Eyewitness testimony from individuals with questionable motives added to the skepticism. Some witnesses claim to have seen Hitler alive after his reported death. Were these sightings genuine, or products of wishful thinking or deliberate attempts to mislead. Rumors of secret escape routes established by the Nazis added to the intrigue. Some whispered of submarines spiriting high-ranking Nazi officials to South America. Others spoke of hidden airfields in Antarctica, ripe with conspiracy theories. Declassified FBI documents reveal investigations into numerous leads and sightings of Hitler. These investigations, though inconclusive, show the seriousness with which the government took the possibility of Hitler's survival. The lack of a definitive burial site for Hitler further complicated matters. The absence of a grave left a void filled with speculation and conjecture. Chapter 3: The Antarctica Escape Theory. Perhaps the most intriguing of all the alternative narratives surrounding Hitler's demise is the theory that he escaped to Antarctica. This theory hinges on the notion that the Nazis established a secret base in Antarctica during the war. Proponents point to the 1938 Nazi expedition to Antarctica. This expedition explored and claimed a vast territory in Queen Maud Land. The Nazis went to great lengths to establish a presence in this remote environment. They constructed a base camp with a meteorological station and underground tunnels. Some argue these tunnels were intended for a secret Nazi colony. Could these tunnels have been a refuge for Hitler and his inner circle? The idea has captured the imaginations of conspiracy theorists for decades. Reports of unidentified submarines in the South Atlantic add to the intrigue. Some believe these submarines carried Nazi treasure and officials to Antarctica. The vastness and inaccessibility of Antarctica lend themselves to such theories. It is a continent shrouded in mystery, where secrets could be easily buried. The harsh conditions make it an ideal location to hide from the world. While there is no concrete evidence, the theory persists, fueled by historical intrigue and fascination with one of history's most enigmatic figures. The question of whether or not Hitler truly perished in that Berlin bunker continues to spark debate and fuel speculation. Did he die by his own hand, as the official narrative maintains, or did he manage to escape and live out his days in some remote corner of the globe? In the end, there is no conclusive evidence that Hitler escaped, but the mystery surrounding his death remains. The lack of definitive proof, combined with the enduring fascination with Hitler's persona, ensures that the debate will likely continue for generations to come. Do you think he survived and lived elsewhere? Or are these just unproven theories? Share your opinion in the comments.